Pizza time.
Hello, and welcome to the 34th edition of A Pizza My Life. I'm Pizza Eric, and back with us in the studio this week is a brand new man himself, Mr. Heatsauce.
Okay, that kind of worked. I just want to point out real quick how well you guys hit the right arm up in that dance. Everything else was a little bit off, but you guys hit that right arm up at the exact same time.
If you
He's
see,
just
and
jealous.
that was perfect.
He's jealous because he
Wait
wasn't
for the video. That was I said it was perfect.
if you see the video this week, boy, do we hit the dancing. I'm
Hit that
talking
nay-nay.
about myself and one of my good friends. You may know her from 20 episodes ago, episode 14 guest, Heatsauce in the house.
Thanks.
I
Welcome
realized it was
back.
20 episodes ago.
Welcome to
20
me.
Yeah, episode 14.
Damn.
Welcome back. It's been a long time. We're happy to
Thanks
have you
for
back.
having me.
And you and Sean Sauce, you guys hang out or something? You guys know each other?
He's my roommate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, roommate.
Your roommate?
Yeah.
Yes. But some big news this past week.
Yup.
Ian closed on his house.
Congratulations, Ian.
We told you big news on episode 34. Ian ended up closing that house.
Ian and Rima.
Ian and Rima.
Very
Is that what you're talking
exciting
about?
for them.
17 and 32. No, not what I'm talking about.
Oh.
You and Heather, you hung out. Some stuff happened. Go ahead and tell that story.
Heather's not pregnant. I don't know what he's talking about. But yeah,
Wouldn't it-
so
if this is where you announce that kind of news.
maybe.
Your sister-in-law would be happy about that.
Mine, yeah, she would. So no, we are engaged.
Yep.
Engaged. The
We
big
did
news.
the thing.
Insert applause noise. It's kind of a slow applause. I expected more of a.
Well, I'll take that and multiply it and fix
Gotcha,
it.
okay.
And in post it'll sound great.
Awesome. Okay.
It'll
None of
sound
that will
great.
happen.
You don't know. I might. And
It's
if I
possible.
do, then you look dumb.
Egg on my face.
Yeah, in your face. Yeah.
But yeah. So we are engaged now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and tell. How did it happen? I got no details on this.
feel
I
like you have lots of
specifically
details.
waited for the podcast to be like,
find
tell
out?
me the story of how it went down.
Okay. So a couple weeks ago, I had Heather's friend very sneakily
Yeah.
get some details on what kind of ring she would want.
Yeah.
You
That
know her as Callie.
Callie, episode 16.
16. Yep, you got it. Episode
Wow, what a
16.
guess.
Nudes with Callie.
And
That's the name of the episode.
Yeah. Anyways, and she did a really good job of getting the details. She got like probably 80% of the details needed.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting there with like the ring in my cart and like looking at it. I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
I don't really know, blah, blah, blah. Heather comes down, starts asking questions.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, hold on.
Heather, how suspicious were you? Did
At
you
this
know?
point, I
You
was
weren't-
not.
yeah, she was not
I was
suspicious.
not. No, actually, Callie did a good job because she was asking me like very detailed questions, and I really didn't think about it.
Yeah.
And so then, like, since she was asking me, I kept like researching, like, oh, I want this, and I want this, and I want
Yeah.
this.
What do you like? What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I had something in my cart, and then, she was mentioning like clarity and stuff. I'm like, well, okay, now I need more details.
Yeah.
So then in that process, I'm just like, you know what? I might as well just ask for your ring size at this point. Heather doesn't know her ring size.
I do not. So then Sean comes up and like asks me if I have like any string so that he can measure my finger.
He's got like a printout of like, just put your hand on this.
Put one hand there.
But then, okay, so granted, I guess apparently the average like ring size is 5 to 7. So he measures it. Apparently, I was a 10.
I
which
measured it
makes
with
no
a thick
sense.
ribbon. It did not work. I knew it wouldn't work, and Heather said that's all she had.
A thick ribbon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all she
So
had.
then he
though.
measures it a second time, and it said 7.5, and I'm like, there's no way that I'm larger than average. I'm a small person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just
So-
went with a 6.
Yeah, which was still a little bit big for the record, but we're working with it.
Okay, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
No, it fits on my middle finger
Yeah.
at the moment, but
So anyways,
As long as it's on one of the fingers,
Yeah.
that's what they always say.
it's real tough. It's also real tough to sneak out during COVID.
Yeah.
So I I had to do a wire transfer, got a little
so
bit
this
of
was
a
the
discount.
same day that he measures my finger.
Okay, so we were
All
leaving.
of a sudden, you're like, hey, I've got to do some
Well,
business.
okay, so we were leaving the next day, and the website said they had a sale that ended that day.
Oh, really?
Obviously,
Because
I'm
that's kind
against
of
the clock.
that's almost kind of crazy that you bought the ring online. I mean, obviously with Big C hitting,
Big C.
you have to kind of figure out a way to get a ring because you can't just walk into a store.
You can. I think stores are actually open.
now probably, but
Yeah.
Maybe not 2-3 months.
But
ago
I just
or
was looking
whenever.
online, and this website said that they had really good reviews.
Hygo, right?
Hygo. It's a Hygo shop.
Hygo
It also
shop, you can
doubles
get
as
your
a
rings.
can opener. So
But anyways, so he measures my finger, and then all of a sudden, like, I don't know, 2 hours later, he's like, "Oh, I have something urgent. I have to go to the credit union for."
I
I'm
originally
like,
didn't say.
What are you
I
going
originally
for?
didn't say credit union. I just said like.
Yes, you did.
No, I just was trying to leave, and you go, "Where are you going?" I said, "I just got to go somewhere." You're like, "Where?" I'm like, "I got to go to the credit union." You're like, "Why?" I go, "Don't worry about it."
You got to move some funds around real quick.
I mean, come on. I was clearly suspicious at that
Anyways,
point.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then I ordered the ring. It was not supposed. We had this Charlevoix trip planned last week.
Yeah.
The ring was originally not supposed to be here until the end of August. So
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, well, I wanted it for Charlevoix originally, but whatever. I'll hold off. And then it randomly got moved up to the 14th, right after we got back.
Yeah.
Something
It is
like-
weird. You see those shipping times, and
Dude,
it's sometimes a mystery. Something can be like it's arriving Sunday, and then all of a sudden it's there 2 days sooner, and you're like, all right, well,
Yeah.
what happened?
so it says the 14th, and I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll get it when I come back, and I'll figure out something else. The week before, I'm at the doctor's office, and I just check my email because doctor's office takes forever, and it says, hey, here's your shipping confirmation for the ring. And I look at it, it says, it's going to be shipped tomorrow. And I go, oh. Or no, it's going to be delivered tomorrow. I go,
Yeah.
oh, awesome. So then I have Rima, episode
17.
17.
Shoe phone with
Baby.
Rima.
Okay. So I had Rima call Heather up and be like, hey, want to hang out for a little bit? Because I was also an idiot and didn't get delivered to my parents' house. Who thinks about that?
Yeah. See, but now you know.
Well, now I know for the
Now
next
you
time.
know.
For
Now
the
you
next
know,
time.
and now I have that knowledge,
Yeah,
and
no.
our
Yeah.
listeners have that knowledge.
Hey, if you're
Don't
buying
ship
the
it
ring
to your
online,
house.
don't ship it to your house. Ship it to someone else's house.
Someone you trust.
Let them know. Yeah, someone you trust. Don't just like a random house.
Yeah. Send it to my house.
There you go. Buy
Send
it
to my
back for
house.
double the price. And then you let them know, and then you get it at a different time. Anyways,
So that's not what Sean did.
did not do that. But she didn't know
All
that
good.
Rima inviting her over had anything to do with this. So
All good. It's
shout out Reams.
Shout out to Reams. It's always funny the behind the scenes of like all this like
Yep.
little strings you're pulling of like, oh, I got to make this work and
Yep.
and figure this out. It's always so much fun.
Yep.
So then,
not
fast
stressful at all.
forward to vacation.
So we get there on a Sunday.
Yeah.
We go over to her because us and her sister and brother-in-law were staying at a different spot. So we're going over to their place, and I'm like, all right, I got to try to sneak this into like a pocket without Heather seeing.
Yes.
It was like not really chilly, but it was maybe going to be chilly later. So I'm like, ooh, I'll bring a jacket.
Because
and then
the box was
box
big.
is big. Box is like probably like a portion of this.
All right.
Portion.
For the listeners, that'll be clear.
You'll be clear when you see it. Portion of this. Anyways, so it's a big box. It's not that easy to just stuff into a pocket.
Yeah, it's not a pocketable
Cargo
box.
shorts are out. Can't do anything there.
Yeah.
Thanks, fashion.
Thanks, fashion, you dummies.
Idiots.
So anyway, sneak
Why
it
did
over.
Why didn't you get engaged? The fashion just didn't line up.
Couldn't put the ring
Didn't
anywhere.
work.
Couldn't put the ring anywhere.
I told you to do a fanny pack, and you didn't want to do that.
Yeah, he tried to
I was like,
tell
just-
me to just work
That
out
would be
fanny.
more suspicious.
Okay,
Yeah.
but if you would have like been like 2 weeks earlier, been like,
It was only
you
a
know
week.
what? I'm gonna start wearing a fanny pack around. Then would you be like, all right,
No, I think it'd be weird if he wore a fanny pack to go over to my sister's.
yeah,
Like, if you were doing it out in public, that'd be a little bit different.
You would be like, what the hell? Are you
No,
doing,
I would
weirdo?
still think it's weird, but I would think it was less weird.
See, but I think it could have worked because if you're like, dude, I got to carry this mask around. I'm carrying this.
No.
I got to carry my chapstick. My lips have been chapped lately. I want to make sure, I'm wearing these shorts that
Here's
don't really
a
have good
soda
pockets.
for later.
All of a sudden, you're like, hey, you know what? This is just this is
my fanny
just,
pack.
Yeah, this is a fanny pack guy, and
I don't know.
It's a possibility.
and maybe
Didn't
I need to
happen that
break
way.
up with him.
Yeah, exactly. So as we
So
get to
that's
her, we get to her
different.
sister's house. Finally, Heather goes to the bathroom. I give the ring to her brother-in-law. I'm like, hey, let's figure this out.
Yeah.
Next day is supposed to be rainy. We go to Petoskey. Don't end up bringing it because it's like, well, it's gonna be shitty all day. Ends up being a beautiful day. But I was like, whatever, don't have it. And then
Figure it out, weather people.
yeah, no. And then we get back to her sister's house, and Heather goes to the bathroom again, and her brother-in-law goes, let's do it tomorrow. Like, kind of loudly.
And I obviously heard him
Yeah.
since the bathroom was right next to where they were talking.
So Heather already was pretty suspicious at this point. So then the next day, me and her brother-in-law go golfing, and then we're talking about like, all right, we're gonna go back, we'll go get food, and then let's like head to the beach and we'll do it there. Sounds good.
Yeah.
So we go back, don't get food, wait until 3:00, go out to some bars, go to get food go to get dinner, basically come home at like 6:00.
Yeah.
It's already kind of the sun's winding down here.
Yeah,
So going to
you've
the
got
beach is already
some
kind of odd.
Limited time.
Yeah. But we load up a cooler, walk down to the beach. Small beach. We get down there.
Who all's in on it?
Everyone but Heather.
Everyone but Heather.
Yeah.
Heather, what were you thinking? Were you like,
She's like, no, she knows.
maybe I'm gonna skip the beach? Like you're like,
No,
I don't know.
didn't. I mean, I guess I suspected that the beach was likely to be it. I wasn't 100% sure. Like, it's not like when they said, let's go to the beach, I was like, oh, that's for sure it. But in general, I was just already suspicious.
So anyways, so as we're walking down, her brother-in-law changed his pants, so he's wearing shorts, like kind of like athletic shorts, and he has the ring in his pocket, and he just walks the entire way with one hand in his pocket.
Yeah, and then when we get there, he still has his hand in his
Yes,
pocket the entire time.
So we're all just
Casual
standing.
guy.
So we're all just standing.
Don't
and her,
mind me.
Yeah, and her family's kind of just like circling around us, looking for Petoskey stones, but they're just circling around.
Uh-huh.
And then her brother-in-law gives me a look, and I'm like, soon. And then I'm kind
How
of.
are you sweating? Like, are you getting nervous? Are you
So-
getting like that? Like,
I originally wasn't nervous, but it like as it got closer, I was more nervous of like just like
Yeah.
how do I just start this? How do I
Yeah.
just start it to
Yeah.
go?
Well, then my brother-in-law like leans over to my sister and says something along the lines of like he's about to do it, and I clearly see that as well since we're all standing in this very small space.
So the
there's a
mood,
skywriter already
Yeah.
spelling out shit.
Yeah. So the mood is set. So then I go
Is
down.
lined up.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have to figure out how to like awkwardly start that. Like,
It's-
wait, you just are like, hey.
That's the part they don't tell you about in
Yeah.
books. Is how hard it is to just find a right moment to just get down on a knee.
Yeah.
That's not a natural thing. We're not in a football huddle. I can't just get
Yeah.
down on
Yeah.
a knee.
There's a mariachi band just in the background. Like, just wait. We're about to start playing.
They're hiding in the trees. just
Once
like-
once she says yes, we're gonna jump out and start singing.
Yeah. So I get down on a knee, and Heather's first thing she goes is, "Are you proposing?"
I swear I don't remember saying this. I literally blacked out.
Just setting it off right. And then I mumbled through some words that I didn't prepare, but I kind of had like an idea what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
So I just kind of get through those. Probably didn't even make sense. Not that she was listening.
You didn't try to rap it.
Well, who knows?
I know for a few months you were like writing out a rap, and I was like,
Exactly.
I don't think the rap is gonna work.
Yeah.
I was like, just be normal.
Yeah. No, I mean the rap could have worked. It could have been 8 Mile style. Heather would have came back with the rap. It would have been real cool. Could have been
That would
viral.
have been pretty sweet.
Would you have had a
Next time,
rap? Would
next
you have a
time.
rap on the spot?
You know what? I blacked out,
Yeah,
so
this
maybe I
would
would.
have been 8 Mile. You would have been the
You had
Papa
a,
Doc.
You had a circle around you. It was
Yeah.
ready. You were ready.
Ah.
Everyone
Yeah,
was going, yup,
Yep.
yup, yup, yup.
Yep. Jump.
Now we'll
jump.
never
Yeah.
know.
Damn it.
We'll
That's
never
missed
know.
the
proposal
opportunity.
right there.
Eminem said, "Don't miss your chance to
Dun,
blow.
dun.
This opportunity comes once in a lifetime, yo." And I blew it.
Yep.
You blew it.
Anyway, so then
Spaghetti.
we say it. I get the ring from her brother-in-law. I ask, and she gives me like a yeah. I was like, oh, okay, thanks.
And I swear I
Yeah,
don't
sure.
even remember
I
like
guess.
saying it like that, but I literally like blacked out. I don't know. It was all a blur.
And then here we are
Here we are.
And now we're here for the special
for the special
for the
moment.
special episode. You got down on one knee and you're like, two things. You got to marry me, and you got to be the next guest on the podcast.
Yeah. Well, we had already been planning that she was the next guest on the podcast because you knew that this was happening.
Oh, I knew years ago.
So long ago.
So long ago.
But
Yeah.
you knew the week before that I had the ring now.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah, I knew the plan. Some people said I was a little obvious last week when I said I hope you come back with a story or two.
I mean,
And I was like,
was
no.
it obvious when we said that the big news is going to be Ian closing on his house?
Yeah, when we really hyped up. Yeah, in Ian's episode.
Said, hey, next 2 episodes from now is real
Two
big
episodes.
news.
Yeah, it's gonna be huge.
I thought we were pretty subtle.
Yeah.
Sean's not very good at being subtle,
No
we've
one
learned,
knew.
but that's okay.
No one knew.
It's real tough, you know. It's like burning a hole in your pocket. You have it, and you're just like, I gotta just go do this now.
But now at least it's like a funny story. Like
Yeah.
it was the least surprising engagement ever, but
Yeah.
here we are.
Here
We're
we
engaged.
We're engaged.
Here we
Planning
are.
a wedding.
Finally. Yeah. the thing is, I don't even know where I'm going with that.
Okay.
But
Go
yeah,
on,
no, it's
continue on
exciting.
with the thought.
I had something for a second. I was
Okay.
like, I lost it.
It was
Scrap.
real good.
Lost it.
back to it.
But no, very happy for you guys. Like excited that it's finally, you're engaged. You're onto that.
You might have to get a passport now.
Yep.
That's a lot
Eric
to ask
does not
somebody.
have a passport, to be clear.
I don't have a passport, but maybe soon. Got
I
to
know.
check off those bucket list items of going to Italy.
We just
We're not going to
destination
Italy,
wedding.
but
But
Destination wedding in Italy. Knockout, and Eric has to skydive in.
yeah,
yep.
with my family.
And then
Throwing a boomerang.
dual wedding. Well, his wife is pregnant.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
You know about
That'd
those
be 4 bucket list items.
dual weddings? Everyone's favorite.
Yeah. so
Wait,
so
that's one of
you
my
have-
bucket list items is a dual wedding?
No,
No,
I think
getting
it was
married
getting
and
married
having
and
a
having a kid.
You said that was on your bucket
Yeah.
list.
Way to hit the mic.
I know. It's a
Amateur hour.
disaster.
We were used to this
Jeez.
one without the arms.
I know. I sat over there. Now I'm back over here. Who
It's all
knows?
sorts of confusing.
I'm all over the place. I'm a mystery guy. But did you guys, so that you were up in Charlevoix. Did you
Yep.
come back with like some good souvenirs? Did you grab a rock from the beach of like,
Some souvenirs.
oh, he's pointing to a hat.
So
If you're listening, he's pointing
you're
to a
listening.
hat.
So like I'm not
Pretty
like
cool.
It's
I'm
a
not
nice looking hat.
Thank you. I'm not necessarily like a huge like souvenir person, but if I see a shirt that I like, I'll usually grab one. So I did get 2 shirts from Petoskey,
Nice.
and
Got a
then we were
hat.
at this distillery, and obviously had to pick up some bottles because even though they
Bottles.
say they sell them down in Michigan in the Metro Detroit area, I've never seen it. Mammoth Distillery,
Mm-hmm.
never seen it. So anyways, I grabbed some bottles, and then I'm looking at this cool hat. I'm like, you know what? That's a cool hat. Let me buy that thing too.
Yeah.
So I had to get a hat.
Nothing wrong with that.
You a big souvenir guy?
I am not a big souvenir guy.
You get anything?
I look at stuff like why do I want a shirt that says like Cleveland?
Yeah.
I'm with you on
I
some
don't
stuff.
really
You know,
like
do I-
souvenirs, to be honest. Like, I didn't get anything. The only thing I got was a couple of like jars
A magnet?
of like food. I got one magnet.
You're a big magnet souvenir person.
Okay, but
Magnets.
the magnet that I got, for the record, didn't even say Charlevoix. It's actually going to sound really dumb. It was just like a little like clay tree that I just thought was cute.
Well,
It
we were in
didn't really-
Scotland. You got a magnet?
Yeah.
Sometimes
no,
you see.
I mean, I guess I like having magnets, but that's really it. Like, I'm not really into like having like souvenir shirts.
Yeah.
Or
I'm not
stuff
huge
like
into.
that.
I'm not necessarily usually huge into them, but like if I see one that looks cool, I'll get it.
Yeah, I think if you're someplace interesting or unique, then yeah, like right there, maybe that's the time to get it. Like when we were in Boston and we went to Fenway Park.
Fenway Park.
I was like, yeah, this is a spot where maybe I want to buy something,
get anything.
but I didn't get
Yeah.
anything because everything's like
Sean,
60.
you got two
everything's
t-shirts there, too.
I
$60
got 2 T-shirts there.
at Fenway.
No, not at Fenway, but I got it at the. We went to the Bruins game playoffs.
Yeah,
Got a shirt there, but that was also I had to represent. Like we're going to
Yeah.
a game. I had to fucking wear something. Come on.
I know.
And then the other one was I got a cool glass because you just bought a glass.
yeah,
Bought a beer at what's it called?
Sam Adams.
Sam Adams.
yeah, and I do
I
like
got a
getting
shirt.
some glassware. Glassware is nice.
Yeah, exactly. I'm probably usually good for like something, but I don't know. Like I'm not necessarily like looking
Yeah.
out for it. If I see something that looks cool and I like it,
Yeah,
I'm down.
some people collect shot glasses.
I had shot
Sean
glasses.
used to.
Yeah, I had too
He has.
many.
How many do you think you actually have? Over 100.
Probably at a stop.
He seriously has like 2 full cases.
Because it got to where
You think you had over
probably
over
Yeah.
100?
Well, because like it got to the point where when people like would go somewhere, it's like the easiest. Like, hey, I got you something.
Yeah,
and
because
I-
they know what you like. They're
Exactly.
like, yeah, this is what Sean wants.
His aunt one time brought him back like 6 shot glasses.
I don't think 6.
Oh man,
It was
that's a
at
lot.
least 4. It was like way
maybe.
too many.
Yeah, so I have a bunch of shot glasses. Some to places I've never been.
Yeah.
So it got to a point where I'm
See,
like,
that's
I need
kinda
to
like,
stop.
Yeah,
now.
that's almost like a different thing, especially when it's not even like
I
if
didn't
they're
go there.
cool, unique shot glasses.
They usually are kind of cool. Yeah.
Then you're like, all right, this is something unique that I've never seen before. I like it. This works. But if it's just something pretty basic,
I had like 7 Chicago ones, just from like I went
Yeah.
to Chicago and then someone else went to Chicago and then
Yeah.
someone else went to Chicago.
that's kind of how things are for me. Because people will like
Pizza.
people will be like, oh, I need to get Eric something, and that's like, let's get him something pizza.
But
Yeah.
it's
And I
usually
love
different
it.
pizza
Thank
stuff.
you. Thank you
I mean,
guys.
look at this.
Thank you guys. This
Yeah.
that came from Kathy. She was-
Kathy.
She was the guest on the last episode.
Yeah.
Pizza Power shirt. Bought that myself.
Okay.
So sometimes I buy it myself, but yeah, that's a
Pizza dress.
pizza dress. Bought that myself. Gonna be, keep an eye on the internet for in a couple weeks.
Ooh. Draft coming up.
Because the draft's, not gonna be in public so much because of Big C. So So, oh darn.
Oh darn.
Oh darn. Just be on the internet and address. That's fine.
You guys can still go to like a B-dubs or something.
That's fine. No, I don't think we're gonna.
You're not going anywhere?
No, we're gonna do the draft at my house here.
Oh, okay.
So, but it'll be live streamed.
fine.
Anyone can watch.
You should have it out in the yard so that your neighbor has to see it.
Not gonna
Oh,
do
true.
that. Not gonna do that. Don't want my neighbors to see me in a dress. But hey, if they tune in the live stream, then that's that.
Just send them the link.
Then that's.
She might think you're cool.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't want to do that.
You don't know until you try.
I don't want to do that. What would you say though? Sometimes you go to vacations. You ever have bad experiences, like where you're like, God, I just hate this part of traveling and being on vacation.
Yeah, the packing, horrible.
Yeah.
But the worst is driving back, like driving to or traveling to in general, to a like
Traveling
vacation.
too, you get the kind of you're excited.
Amped up, you're ready.
Excited.
You're maybe like doing like if
go.
you're on a plane, maybe you're doing some like plane shots or something. You're just like getting ready to party.
Yeah.
When
Coming
have you
back.
done plane shots?
Vegas.
You did plane shots?
Yeah, it has some shooters. Did some plane
Huh.
shots.
Interesting. Okay.
Plane shots.
I don't know if I believe that. I think that's made up.
Interesting.
Ask Kelly.
You did plane shots?
Yeah,
Huh.
Huh.
you're going to
I
Vegas.
don't know why. I don't believe that.
You gotta. If you don't arrive to Vegas, fucked up. What are you doing?
Okay. So is that the only time though, just to Vegas?
I had a complimentary drink, going from
Like
Paris
abroad?
to Italy.
Okay.
So
I don't mind I don't mind packing. I don't think that's like a huge
okay, but what about unpacking?
unpacking
sucks.
sucks. Definitely.
And then the travel
Unpacking's way
back
worse.
sucks too.
The traveling back sucks because you're not doing anything exciting. You're
No.
like, I gotta
You
work
might be
tomorrow.
hungover. Yeah,
you
you
know?
might. You have the case of the Mondays.
Yeah,
Sundays.
that's not fun.
Sunday scaries.
Yeah.
Even on
That's
like a
not
Friday,
fun.
just knowing like I have to go back, and then it's like, only 2 more days until work.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You're like, dude, I'm so far away from my work right now, but I'm gonna have to be there in 40 hours.
Yeah, it's
Like-
the worst.
It's almost like a bummer just in itself. It's like, no, don't think about that. Just try to enjoy your day.
Nope.
You're living it up. You're in Sweden.
So, yeah, that's where you were.
That's the first thing that came to mind.
What's his
Sweden.
passport?
Sweden,
First place with your pass. Well, second place with your passport.
probably third place.
Italy.
Third place.
Italy second.
Yeah,
Mexico, Italy, Sweden.
yeah.
Everyone's bucket list countries.
Knock them all out just real quick. It's a good 3 weeks.
That's
Just use up all my vacation time
there you go.
and
Perfect.
just travel the world.
Still staying only on 2 continents.
Yeah. The people who have been on all the continents, that's
Try
brag.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
It's not about the number of continents, Sean.
All right, Christopher Columbus.
Whatever.
Get out of here.
Sean, how many continents have you been to? 2?
Yes.
There you go.
So,
More than me.
there you go.
As of now, until you go to Italy and Sweden,
Yeah. Sure.
and then you pass me.
Yeah. Well, who knows what you've done in that time?
How would he pass you? That'd still only be 2.
You tie me. You pass me
Italy
for a
and
Do you know
Sweden.
those are on the same continent?
Different.
I said 2 before. Already.
Guys, welcome back to Continents, the podcast where we talk about continents.
No, if you go to
There's 7 of
Antarctica,
them.
you win.
It's kind of weird
That's
that.
true, you win.
That counts as a continent. I know.
Well, no, Antarctica I understand,
Why?
but Europe and Asia just being 2, like it's one like large thing. I think they at least need to balance it.
But why wouldn't you say the same thing about like North America, South America?
No, I think that makes a lot of sense as North America and South America
How does that not make?
because those are like very divided.
You don't think that Asia and Europe
I don't think
is
Asia and
divided?
Europe's divided. Like it's not like there's a giant.
The cultures
There's
are
Russia.
very different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you get to Eastern Europe, it already starts
I guess
becoming
so.
like very different. Cut
Maybe,
that out.
Maybe there's some mountains. We'll cut this out.
No,
though.
what's
I'm
weird
sorry.
is that part of like
I'm so sorry,
it's
guys.
like when you think about like part of the Middle East is part of
Yeah.
Europe,
Yeah.
and like that's odd because like
Yeah.
those are very different cultures.
The Middle East isn't a continent.
The Middle East
I
is...
know. I said part of the Middle East is Europe.
If that was a continent, then it's like, all right, we're just messing around here, guys. Let's
I think
fix
there,
this.
but it kind of make more sense if you divide it out by like cultures.
The worst part about vacation. No, I definitely.
Heather's just looking like, what the fuck?
Just
in
tuning out.
post, make sure you zoom in as we're talking. Heather just sits there, just like
I'll just be a slogan. Yeah.
I didn't realize we'd get so deep into
she
geography.
just is sitting there, just like, oh my god.
Not always the hottest toppings that we talk about. But you know what? Sometimes,
You know what you do sometimes on
Toppings.
vacation?
what?
You rent movies.
You do rent movies. Sometimes, yeah, you get stuck somewhere. It's raining. And you're like, I need to get out of here and into a movie. Which,
Sometimes.
Oh, I thought we were going into.
We've gone to a
one
movie
there.
before on vacation, actually.
Yeah.
A couple times.
really, like to the movie theater?
Yeah.
Yep.
Where at?
In Austin, we did it.
Mm-hmm. We went that one time in Petoskey.
Yeah.
Well, that's Petoskey.
So one time we did it. We went to go snowboarding.
Yeah.
And like we were beat up from the first day, so Alex and Paul went like the second day, and we're like, wow, we can't go.
Mm-hmm.
So then we just saw a movie. And then in Austin one day it was like really rainy, so we're just like, all right, let's just go to like a theater that they served you like food at your seat.
Yeah, it was cool.
Like
Really?
like full blown, like not just like, hey, here's popcorn. It was like you can
There
get
was
a meal.
like a
Well,
waiter.
there's people like walking around like during the movie.
They had it like set
I
up
think you
where
like
you
pressed
never.
a button.
Yeah, but you also like never had someone like, I don't know, like interrupt you.
But it wasn't like, was it your standard theater seating?
No, it was different. Like, so it was like you had like kind of a row of seats
Yeah.
with like, and they probably separated by like 2 or 3 or something. And then you had like a table, like a bar table kind of thing in front of you. And then, yeah, either you pressed the button or like every now and then they also came by and like checked. It's
Interesting.
like, hey, like, do you want anything? And like they whispered, and you had to like somehow like see it in the dark and like fill out your order.
That's why you go check out those movie theaters when you're in different cities.
Yeah.
Because maybe it's something weird
And
and unusual.
some of them are even coming back.
Yeah.
Like AMC recently.
So post-pandemic, they just
Post-pandemic.
announced.
AMC coming back, opening on August 20th. Most theaters.
Yeah.
I don't think it's every theater, but most theaters. And they're doing a special 15-cent going back to their opening days.
I don't.
Just
What will be in
crazy.
theaters? Who knows?
But it's just for that one day, right?
I think so.
It's just for the one day, but yeah, it's weird.
So how does that work with social distancing, though?
I'm assuming it has to be limited
Like
quantity.
every other seat?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like you definitely can't like.
But I feel like with it being 15
if it's
cents.
15 cents, yeah, there's got to be like huge lines or something, right?
Maybe, but also there's probably a lot of people who aren't going to go because like they're scared of the COVID.
Yeah, but the people that like aren't
But
or just don't
15
care.
cents.
But also, what movies are they going to show? Because there's no like movies that are coming out strictly on
Yeah.
in theater.
If I had absolutely nothing to do, I don't think I'd care what movie it was for 15 cents.
I mean, that's a good deal. But I want to see a movie that I want to see. I don't
I
want to
agree.
see
Kung Fu Panda
What day of the week
Yeah.
is the 20th?
Thursday.
Thursday. So that's there's still
Thursday.
plenty of people that I think are aren't working.
They're going to show all 4
we
Twilight
are.
movies in a row.
Yeah.
15
I wonder if you
cents.
can buy the tickets in advance.
That's 60 cents right there. See all the Twilights. What a
60
deal.
cents too much.
It is. No, I don't think I'm not going, obviously.
I don't think I'd go if they had if
I'm
Black
curious
Widow was in
which
theaters.
movies.
I do really want to see Tenet, which is the new
That
movie
looks
from
good.
Christopher
They
Nolan,
keep waiting to release.
which they keep pushing back, and they're persistent. They're like, this movie is going to be in theaters this year. We're making it happen, and it's
So-
opening up in other countries because other countries have figured out how to stop COVID.
I think Christopher Nolan only makes movies for theaters.
Yeah, like his movies are huge, big budget blockbusters.
But have you tried watching Inception post theater?
Oh yeah, I love Inception.
But I think it's a tough movie to watch post theater.
No way.
I
Get a bigger TV,
bitch, how big's your TV?
bigger than yours. Actually, I don't know. You
you
have some big
just-
TVs over there.
Sean, are you just saying that because it's long?
It's long, but like I think like just in general, like even like you're just watching it and without it being like massive and loud and just like boom, you just I don't know, like you start
Yeah.
losing interest a little bit.
Yeah.
And in theaters,
It's
like you're not
definitely-
supposed to pull out your phone, but at home it's a lot easier to pull out your phone. And then I get really distracted by like Inception because like there's so many spots where it's just like you're sleeping.
It's like kind of
Yeah.
trippy sometimes.
Yeah, don't do it on drugs.
It is, but I mean, you
do.
could say the same thing about other Christopher Nolan movies. You're not,
I said Christopher Nolan. He makes movies for that.
but like The Dark Knight, you'll still watch that at home.
Well, yeah, but that's different. That's
Obviously, it's better in theaters and in IMAX. You can really.
But like I think he's purposely waiting to release this because his movies
Yeah.
are made for.
He specifically has said, I want this in theaters. I'm
Yeah.
not going to switch to the home release.
Yeah, because he
Like,
knows he's like my movies are for theaters.
Yeah, they are. Mulan, you can get Mulan on Disney Plus for $30.
Really?
Oh,
That's
is that
not
not in
worth it.
theaters anymore?
It wasn't in theaters yet.
Yeah,
Oh, well, I guess
it
that's
was
what
like
I mean.
about
Like, it's
to.
not going to theaters at all.
No, well, I think they might do a theater release, but
Is it
Huh.
$30
They
rental or is
decided-
that to buy?
it's a $30 rental in addition
That's
to the
expensive.
other Disney Plus fees. which
Wait.
is like $5.99 or whatever.
That's
Wait,
expensive.
So are you buying it? Like, I guess if you're, I don't know.
You're
that's
renting it.
weird. But Disney Plus though, so you're only renting Disney Plus for those days too?
No, you have to be a Disney Plus subscriber.
Okay, and then it's $30
and
on
then
top.
it's $30.
That seems insane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everything else has been $20.
I know. But this Disney, and they're like, we want some money.
Disney, fuck you.
We want some money. We had to close our parks for a couple months.
They got the NBA going on there. They're making money.
Yeah.
Sure, NBA paid a nice price for that.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
probably
Mickey
did.
Mouse is at every game.
Yeah, they're
Front
getting
row
some.
seats.
You see
took o-
Mickey Mouse?
Yeah, he
Never
took over
cared.
Jack Nicholson. I always get Jack Nicholson, Nicholas, and Jack Nichols.
And Nicolas Cage.
And no,
Nope.
All very different.
Very different people. That would be fun. I would watch a basketball game if it was refereed by Mickey Mouse.
it is.
It's just some guy in like in a giant Mickey Mouse
I
costume
know,
that's
be-
like traveling.
That'd be way more annoying than I feel like you think.
It would be so bad.
I tune in. Disney, call us. The
That's
Rock,
the next Space
call us.
Jam. That's the next Space Jam.
Is Mickey Mouse.
Just Mickey Mouse
Being a referee.
roughing he's like turns into an asshole. That's a foul, motherfucker.
Disney would never.
Get
allow
off
that.
my court.
Get out of here. You're out.
I mean, everyone likes dirty Mickey Mouse. Come on. I mean, not
What
dirty.
are you
dirty.
watching, Heather?
Wait, is that a
Not
thing?
like that.
Is that a thing? Is that like a known thing? Is that like
No.
dirty Mickey Mouse is out
Heather
there?
deletes her search
Okay,
history.
never mind. I didn't mean like. Never mind. I'll drop
You
it.
got Disney Plus. I got Disney XXX.
You don't know about this? It's Mickey Mouse. He kills a guy.
Kills guy, motherfucker.
This dirty Mickey Mouse.
He comes out smoking a cigarette. I fucked Goofy up, bitch.
Wearing a leather jacket.
You're telling me that's not funny?
Sunglasses, that would be funny.
Thank you.
Where's
I didn't
Minnie?
mean dirty. I just meant
Where's
like,
Minnie, you asshole?
You guys, you took Minnie, and I will find you.
So it's basically just
Yeah, picture Liam Neeson and Taken,
yeah.
but it's Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
That's a good remake.
I will find you.
LeBron James, get on that. Be part
I will
of that.
kill you.
I'd watch it.
I have a certain set of skills.
Yeah.
So who's Goofy in this?
Goofy's the stepdad. That's like I can pay for you to fly to France.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seems like a weird Goofy spot.
Yeah.
Where else are you gonna put him into Taken?
I don't know.
You tell me. Name all the characters of Taken, and you come up with a better thing than I said.
Is Donald Duck part of that universe? Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, sometimes you get Donald and Daffy mixed up.
Donald,
They neither one of them wear pants.
Daffy Duck is with Bugs Bunny.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Donald Duck
is a sailor.
is in DuckTales? No.
I think he's part of DuckTales.
I don't know.
Anyways,
We'll edit that out too. Guys.
speaking of '90s shows that are before the
90s.
'90s,
Yeah.
Airbnb. The last thought you were gonna go into it.
No. I didn't know where you were going with that.
Segues.
Your
Anyways.
segue was a little questionable.
So
Well, the
if
first one
they
was actually setting up
made
for that.
this movie back in the 90s, perhaps you could rent it from your local Blockbuster.
Oh.
Da da da. A segue. So Blockbuster, the last one, there's one store left. One Blockbuster left. It's in Bend, Oregon, and they recently announced that they have opened up a Airbnb. You can spend the night in the Blockbuster.
Which, how often are people going to Bend, Oregon?
Well, it's not often, but this last Blockbuster is kind of like a thing that people are going to see. And they've set up like a 90s like living room area, and they're doing an Airbnb, I think only for 3 nights, but it's only $4.
The pictures honestly look kind of cute.
They do look cool.
Yeah, they nailed the 90s theme on it.
But so it's one person for 3 nights. So like that's got to be a sweepstakes or something.
No,
right?
you can do like up to
It's only one person?
You can do like up to like 3 or 4. I think it was like 3 to 5 people.
No, but I guess what I'm saying is like one group, right? So
Yeah.
it's like it's one group is gonna win it, or
Yeah.
or get it.
But
or
it's only
whatever.
and it's only $4 though, which it seems insane to me.
But don't you think that there's gonna be enough people like that? You should have done either sweepstakes to get in, or like something, a higher dollar value, something.
Something.
Because like that's gonna sell out.
I feel like they
quickly.
easily
Yeah.
could have been like, "Hey, we're doing this promotion where you can spend the night in Blockbuster. It's $4,000
Yes,
for the night."
people probably would have done it.
And
Yeah.
it still would have sold out.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you think they were just like $4? No one's going to give a shit about this.
I don't know. So on that though,
Or
I
are they
saw-
just trying to get the publicity?
well, so Blockbuster came out of retirement on Twitter
I
for
retweeted
2
it.
tweets. That's probably how I saw it.
Yeah.
I was like, why is Blockbuster on Twitter right now? And I saw
they tweeted out just
legitimately-
checking in.
Yep. They retweeted the Airbnb, just checking in, and then saying, all right, we're checking out now.
Yeah, they're like, we've seen enough.
Yes. That's all they've had.
Which is crazy. Like, who's running that account?
The previous tweets, 2012.
Yeah.
That was the last tweets beforehand saying, go to your local Blockbuster, 50% off.
Yeah. I always like it that you occasionally see someone retweets it, and it's Blockbuster tweeting out like, give us the best reasons why you think Blockbuster is better than Netflix or something like that.
Oh.
Oh,
And it's like, boy, is this aged poorly.
Let's try. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is beforehand. Okay.
Yeah,
when
this was
there's
like back in
actual-
like 2009.
Like
Nice.
the
And
actual
they're like,
DVDs.
don't you love Blockbuster more than Netflix?
So, Eric, as a Blockbuster alum, do you feel like they should have given you like first dibs?
I would be very down.
Would
if
you
I
fly
had the
to
opportunity.
Oregon?
I'm kind of tempted to just fly to, like if I was, a traveling guy,
Which you're not.
which I'm not. And if I was like, I'm looking for someplace new to go because I've been everywhere. I've been on 7 continents. Then I'd be like, all right, Bend, Oregon
So-
it is.
So
Is Bend,
you-
Oregon near anything?
No, it's like in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
But so you, as a not traveling guy, would you actually fly there?
No, this is very low
What if
on
you
the
won
list.
it? What if like you won it and they said we'll pay for the plane ticket?
Yeah, I mean, I'd go.
Okay.
Like I said, I'd like to see the store because it's so interesting. I do follow them on Instagram because they post like little look-ins.
You
at
follow
the store.
Blockbuster on Instagram?
The last Blockbuster, specifically this Bend, Oregon store.
Okay.
They sell merchandise, which is probably very much keeping them alive.
That's the only thing that probably
more
is keeping them alive,
than the actual rentals. Is
How
selling this
pissed were they
merchandise.
when there was like another Blockbuster? Like, God damn it, just fucking die.
I know they were really competing with that one in Alaska for a
Yeah.
while, but they were like, we killed them.
But I mean, Family Video is still around.
Don't get him.
Heather-
Don't get him
Heather,
started.
we know why Family
Okay,
Video is
I'm
around.
just saying it's not that unrealistic.
This
that there's
Bend
still a store.
Blockbuster, although it's Bend,
Bend over.
That's
Do you
a
know
good
him?
transition to my next point.
huh?
How does this work? That they're going to let someone have stay the night in the store? Is there going to be an employee there hanging out
I
with
actually
them?
was thinking about this though. Like, how did they not just steal the DVDs?
Yeah. How are they not stealing merchandise? And also, are they banging in the Blockbuster?
Oh, for sure,
And
banging.
Are
because
they banging
For
it out?
sure, banging in the Blockbuster.
wait,
How do
I
you not?
forgot. Does Blockbuster have the X-rated movies, or is that just Family
They do
Video?
not. This
Okay,
one might
never
because
mind.
it's a privately owned.
Blockbuster.
Yeah, so it's a franchise Blockbuster. That's how this is still.
They start putting on all the pornos and just start banging.
All right, guys, let me get into the nitty gritty about how this Blockbuster still exists. There was Blockbuster as a company, and then there was a few times where they franchised out locations. They've franchised out the Blockbuster name and logos and stuff like that. This Blockbuster is one of those that got franchised out. That's how it still exists, and how they are kind of separate from the rest of the Blockbuster that's been sold and become
So they gotta
nothing.
totally buy their own inventory. Do they? I'm assuming they gotta.
Yeah,
do
they're on their own.
Everything.
I read an article, and the manager of the store has to go to Walmart on Tuesday mornings and buy the new movies,
Oh, that's weird.
That's crazy.
and has the stores specifically set a certain amount of their inventory aside,
It'd be
and she has to
awesome.
stop by Walmart, Target, and
It'd be awesome if you just
Wherever
went to
else.
Redbox.
But if Blockbuster,
Right.
if Blockbuster the corporation doesn't exist, then they probably don't have to pay franchising fees.
True.
So they could be making more money.
What a scam that would be if
It's
Blockbuster,
possible.
the corporation, somehow was still one dude, Jim Blockbuster, was somehow still getting money.
Jim Blockbuster.
Jim Blockbuster was just just cashing the check. He goes, "Oh yeah, way to go, Bend."
Yeah, so they might have dirty movies in this Blockbuster. That's
You got to.
possible.
And
Yeah.
that's CBD.
I can't.
Sure.
They all
How,
do.
dude? If I was doing this, if I was like, dude, I booked that $4 couch in that Blockbuster, that last
Bring your own dirty
Blockbuster.
movie.
I am finding someone to get up to some business with in that Blockbuster.
Also, totally separate note. Do you think they are I feel like they should have worked out a deal with Pepsi, Frito-Lay, and you should have got the 90s Pepsi bottles, 90s
Yeah.
Mountain Dews, maybe
Yeah.
90s Domino's box. I don't know why I said Domino's so weird. 90s Domino's
But that's a lot of
box.
work
90s
for a
Domino's.
$4.
But think about the promotion.
They're getting a lot of publicity, but it's
Yeah.
guys, you still only charge $4.
That's the crazy part.
You made
had-
$12 on these
Yeah.
3 nights. You could have easily made $40,000.
Yes, that is such a weird way to do it. Bad marketing team.
This is what happens. You know,
Unless-
I leave the company and the company's just gone way down ever since.
They went out of business since you left.
They did, and that's kind of why I
So-
Yeah.
stopped working there.
Yeah. Well, but
Because-
no. They went out of business because you left.
I was trying my best. You know, I can't be at every store.
Were they still in business when you left?
No.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe they were.
Yeah.
There
You
was a
tec-
lot more than there
Maybe
was now.
technically.
You can't work there. You can't work there when they're not in business anymore.
Yeah.
So they went out of business after you left.
The fact that I can
Yes,
tell
yeah.
people in 2012 I was working at Blockbuster, like, just doesn't sound right.
It doesn't. I do feel like that closed in like 06.
Yeah, like you feel like that it wasn't that done in 2005.
Yeah.
No. 2012.
When did Nelly have a Band-Aid? That's when it should have been done.
2002.
Really?
Was it that?
That was, well, I mean, Nelly was, you know, those early 2000s.
I'm talking about Nellyville, though.
Nellyville was probably 2002.
I want to say 04.
You had that album, didn't you?
2002 or
Of course I
2003. I would bet that that's that I'm right on the money. That it's 2002 or 2003. I'm going with 2002 in Nellyville.
You do something else real quick.
Heather,
while
if you could stay the night in any store, what store would that be?
If I could stay the night in any
02.
store.
Yes,
halfway through 02.
that's how we know.
Okay. Sorry.
Maybe like Sephora, because then I could try on
Wrong
all
choice.
of what?
Wrong choice.
Okay, but you didn't even let me finish.
Go ahead.
Because then I could try on all of like the moisturizers and like the face cleaners and the masks and all this nice stuff. Like really like do it up, you know?
Okay.
That
Costco.
stuff
Have
is
a good time.
expensive. It's very expensive.
Do Costco.
You're going Costco?
You got
Really?
everything. You got everything.
Yeah.
But
Got,
they
like-
have huge amounts of everything. You're gonna open up a box just to
Yeah.
take out one little
Okay.
thing.
Hold
Like,
on.
how much can
Why-
you really consume? You can't take anything with you once you leave the store.
Okay. So just think about this. So if I guess, how long am I in the store for?
From 6 p.m. to 8 a.m.
Oh, it's only
Wait.
just one day.
Sean, I'm gonna stop
Yeah.
you here. Costco?
well,
Or
you
like
thought you were
a
going to be there for a
Target?
month?
Yeah.
What about Target?
I'd still probably go Costco.
Really?
You got samples.
No, you don't. Not if you're the only one there.
Oh, then I have unlimited samples.
See, but I think that's good for like an hour.
No, okay. So I'm
and then
picturing.
you're like,
I'm picturing this. I'm picturing old school '90s movies.
Yeah.
And you're like, you got like lost in a mall, basically.
Yeah.
Mall's number one choice because you have so many options.
obviously.
I can go
That's
to this
a-
store,
that's-
that
They'd
store,
all be
whatever.
locked.
That's the
though,
cheat
but That's
code.
okay.
No, but in this situation, they only lock the outside of the mall. They don't lock the stores individually.
That's the cheat code answer.
Yeah.
But if I'm not there,
That's the like when you're like you've got 3 wishes and it's like wish number 1, more
More
wishes.
Why did I say? I meant to say wishes.
We were so close to being so
I
in sync right
also
there.
said just more money. Like how much more? I don't know. Here's a penny. That's more money.
Yeah, is it $1? There you go. Your
Yeah.
wish
I
complete.
meant to say wishes.
You need to be more specific with your wishes.
Yeah, I guess so.
We need to chat these wishes over before you just start spewing them out there. More
Yeah.
money. We're not getting much more.
Yeah.
We're gonna get Dick Genie.
That's a good point.
I
I'm saying,
think-
do you think like if I had to survive, if we're on like a survival show
Mhm.
and I have to survive in one store
Yeah.
for the longest, I'm choosing Costco.
Well, yeah, if you have to survive there for
Yeah,
the longest,
that wasn't
obviously.
the question.
That's my question.
We're talking about one night. I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking maybe you want a Best Buy or something.
But what are you doing in Best Buy the whole time?
I
I
don't know.
actually Dick's.
Logging into computers. Whoa.
That's inappropriate.
Dick's
Sean.
Sporting Goods. Because they got trampolines set up usually. You might have a basketball
You can
hoop.
get a workout in.
Yeah, you might have a basketball hoop. You can, yeah,
Dude,
you got
Why
workout.
not just go to Chuck E. Cheese?
Oh, because those. Have you seen that
Yeah.
mouse? That's like at night. That's probably scary as fuck.
Okay.
You want a Dave
What
and
about Dave and
Buster's?
Buster's?
Dave and Buster.
Give me a Gander Mountain, spend the night rock climbing.
The whole time. No, Dave and Buster's is the answer.
Dave and Buster's probably is the answer.
That'd be the most entertaining.
Oh yeah, and all the games say on you have unlimited tokens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That would be
unlimited
the key.
prizes.
That would be the key, is that you can play the games.
Oh, absolutely. If you can't play the games, then what's the
But I would want to be able to bring somebody. If I was by myself playing all those
Ooh.
games, that would be, I don't think as
point? Don't you
much
still
fun.
think that you would want to like? I still think by myself, I'd still like rather play games than like put on moisturizer.
I mean, I see,
You guys got to
I see
work
what you're
this out
saying.
before you're married. Which store are you going to spend the night
She'll
in?
be at Sephora. I'll be at Dave and Buster's.
That's not going to work.
She said if it's 2 people, she'll go to Dave and Buster's.
That
Buster's.
was just the first thing that came to my mind. I mean, Dave and Buster's
Yeah.
sounds fun. I'm just saying, I think part of the fun of Dave and Buster's is having other people there to like play against.
Oh, yeah.
But
if
also,
you are alone in a Dave and Buster's, that's so depressing.
You're just competing with yourself.
You're essentially just like a rich kid that's just like, I've got all these toys and
Yeah.
no friends.
but it's only for a night. I'm just going hog wild.
Yeah, but like how long? How often? You play the big mech game and you're like, all right.
And then
It's
go to the
been a-
next game. They have so many games.
It's been an hour, I guess.
They have so many games.
Pretty quiet in here.
Well, I mean, pumping crowd noise.
Just quietly just pouring yourself a beer like,
It's fun. I think
What
you
a-
could have a blast in Dave & Buster's by yourself.
play the
I mean, I feel like that's one of
Beer
the better
pong.
options for sure. I
That's the
just
best option.
still
That's a
think
good option.
it would be like more fun with no
Sky
person.
Zone. No, that'd be
Ooh.
boring. No,
Oh,
that'd
you'd
be
get so
that'd be
tired.
so boring.
We went actually not that long ago. We went back in like March with my nephew, and we got tired immediately after
Is that
like
the
5 minutes.
That's the place with the trampolines?
Yeah.
That you just jump around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jump around.
That's man, I've always wanted to go to like a Sky Zone.
No, you don't.
But I've
No.
known
I thought
that
I
like
did.
as I get older,
Yes, you
like
cannot.
you just cannot.
It's very odd. It was
It's-
very weird. Some dad wanted me to joust his son.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Super weird.
That's,
And then I didn't know what to do, so I just got up there. I'm like, all right, I don't know what to do right now. Like,
You
do I actually
jousted?
try? Yeah, he told me. He's like, joust
Yeah.
him, joust him.
how old was his son?
Probably 13.
Maybe a little bit younger, but
either way.
Did you
not
win?
very old.
No, because I didn't know what to do. I don't know what I can hit this kid.
You lost to this kid?
Do you think you could just hit a kid?
The kid was pretty good.
I'll cut that out. I'll edit that in.
I
You're
beat
like
the fuck out of that kid.
Yeah, there we go.
But also, Sky Zone was smaller than I realized. Like I pictured it being huge, and
Yeah.
it really wasn't that big.
No,
I
it's
think
also
it's just trampolines as far as the eye can see.
yeah. I'd actually get really bored with that. I'm changing back to Dave & Buster's.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sky Zone's not a good call.
Dave & Buster's, I think, is a good answer. I still think Best Buy is a good answer.
Best Buy, honestly,
what
I
you do
feel
the
like
whole
if,
time.
if
You
you're
got video
by
games, you got
yourself,
TVs.
maybe.
I guess.
Really figure out what kind of fridge you like.
But you got TVs. You got TVs at
You got laptops.
You got TVs at what's it called? At Dave & Buster's.
Yeah.
You
Sure.
got games. They have they had N64.
No, they don't. They don't have a
I don't
Nintendo
think they
64.
do.
They have Nintendo 64 inspired games
Okay, that might be it.
that you could play, like Mario Kart.
That could be it. That could be it.
But they don't have just a
Whatever.
Nintendo 64 hanging out.
Either way, I think D&B's is the best.
Old D&Bs.
D&B's. I
Love
think
it.
that's the choice.
Love it.
Locked in anywhere, D&B's.
All right,
Love
that's
it.
your answer.
All right, well, good to know. Anyways, for the next segment here, guys, just so you know, you can email in. Our email address is apmlpod@gmail.com. Look at the graphic here. I put the email in. We received an email, a listener email here from our listener, Melanie. And it says, Dear APML Pod, I have a burning question that I need answered. Which body part do you wish you could detach and why?
Can you reattach it?
Yeah, I assume my understanding in this email, if I'm reading it correctly, is that you can deattach and attach as needed.
Okay, so this is like a lizard that can it gets its tail trapped, it detaches it, and then it grows it back.
No,
I
I
think
think
it's
it's like
if-
it just like if you're choosing like an arm, it just like it just
So,
pops,
but I have
pops
to,
off,
I have to have
and
the
you just
arm
pop
that
it back
popped
in.
off, though.
No, but think about
You
it
have to like
this,
carry it with you. You have to like
Okay.
you're like, all right, I'm just gonna leave this arm at home today.
Okay.
I was envisioning it like this: like it detaches, but then it's still functioning, and you could reattach it.
Oh, so
Ooh.
now we got so I deattach my arm.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
so that's interesting. If you're trying to like reach something on like a top shelf, you can be
Yeah.
like you can detach your
But
hand,
but
toss
what
it
about
up there.
if you detach like an eyeball? You could leave it somewhere.
Why would you just? That's only for
Creep
Halloween.
Wow.
on somebody.
You just
Only-
like
That's creepy. You just
Yeah.
pop it out.
stalker.
That's the point.
Gotta watch out.
wow, yeah, that's like that's real serious security cameras right there.
Yeah. Huh. Oh no.
I mean, I guess or an arm to grab something.
Or no, I don't know. Whatever. What you guys said.
Yeah, I think legs. I think
Why
that's what
leg?
you want to detach. How comfortable would you be if you detached your legs? Like if you're just chilling on the
Oh,
couch,
okay.
I feel like that is some comfortable shit. Picture this: you're getting on an airplane.
Okay.
You pop those legs off, pop, toss them in the overhead storage. You're chilling. You're chilling. Hey, bud, go ahead, recline that seat.
I almost wish
I got
that,
plenty of space back
I almost
here.
wish that like a paraplegic would just call in and let us know.
Let us know.
I
you do
honestly
that?
kind of see what you're saying though. Then you don't have to worry about leg room.
But on that same note,
Exactly.
then I'd almost want to get rid of my arms because like at the same time, you're
No.
cramped up on a seat.
Yeah, no, I want my arms.
I'm fighting with arm space over here.
I want my arms.
I think you need your arms.
You need your arms to pop your legs back on.
But then also if I don't have my arms, I can force someone to feed me.
Is that what you want?
Yeah, it's
Interesting.
Like feed me.
You want me to feed you next time?
You're just walking around, no arms, like,
Feed me.
someone's got to put some food in my mouth.
Please help.
That's what I
I
need.
didn't realize you wanted to be fed.
I'm just saying, like sometimes it's just like, or if you have a itch, and like, hey, scratch that.
Yeah.
Ooh, what about this? If you could detach your nose, and then anytime you're going to a place that's like smelly, you just like take out your nose.
But then you look weird as fuck.
Yeah.
You're gonna look weird regardless.
No, you're gonna look like a war vet.
What's up,
You'll look weird
Voldemort?
with any body parts attached.
No, you're missing legs. You're like Lieutenant Dan.
Picture-
If people know that they're detachable,
Well, I was assuming no
in
one
this
else.
scenario, everyone has detachable limbs that they.
we're all just like action figures.
Yeah.
Just or Legos. Just reattach them.
It would be interesting if you had like different arms you could apply. You know, if you're like, all right, I'm going to the beach today. Let me put on my
You're
muscular
like a
beach
Mr.
arms.
Potato.
So you
You
just
know, all
have
of a sudden I'm like
really
real
muscular arms and everything
ripped.
else looks different.
Yeah, and then I'm like, all right, back to my normal arms. I'm just at home. You know,
that'd be interesting.
I got to put on a dress shirt. Let me put my normal arms on underneath.
Put my
You
this shirt's a little bit too short. I'm gonna put on my shorter arms.
Yeah. No, that's funny though. Like to take off your nose, like you're like going into like,
Yeah.
not like you're at work and somebody's got some like real smelly lunch and you're just like,
Oh, thank you.
And then
and you just
know
like
what?
stuff it in your pocket.
You could put a mask on over, and no one would see that you didn't have your nose.
well,
Ooh.
now, but now it'd be weird beforehand to wear a mask.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but we're talking about now.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways,
There's a lot of options.
My pinky toe.
pinky toe.
I don't know why. Sound like a
Not a
weird
good
answer.
answer. Not a good answer. No, I think legs is the right answer.
Ears.
Ears.
Similar to Heather, you just start leaving your ears everywhere. Boop. What are
Ooh.
you saying?
Listening in.
Yeah.
Listening in. I was like, oh, I'm going to the bathroom real quick.
Just toss an ear in.
Just put an ear. Just
Next
hide,
thing you know,
hide
a
an ear.
bird comes down and snatches it.
Yeah.
Missing an
Yeah,
ear.
just don't leave it outside, I guess.
Cat comes over and snatches it. Dog comes over, snatches it.
People don't usually bring their cats over.
Person comes over, snatches it.
What happened to your ear? Ah, a cat got it. I detached it once. A cat ate it.
How
I had to wait for the
crazy?
cat to poop it out.
How crazy would it be with those games that like adults play with babies? We're like, got your nose.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I'm sorry.
You
I'm
actually
sorry. I
do.
pulled a little too hard.
Whoops. Forgot you got that dang detachable nose.
Jeez. Yeah. No, but if they're functional when you take them off, maybe arms is a good choice.
I think arms, yeah, because then, yeah, exactly. You can reach for things. Think about like world's best football player. You're
Pop
going.
the arm off, and then you're like holding
Your
it up,
arms like jump out to get
Yeah,
the ball.
no, you're going. It's like a really tough catch. And you just unattach one arm and just up. Just
not even just reach, like throw it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You could alley oop yourself in basketball. Attach one arm, catch it, and just slam it down from so far away. It'd be sick.
Yeah.
There's endless possibilities.
Be the
Who doesn't
world's
want
best
that?
We need to
athlete,
figure this out.
or worse, you'd probably be injury prone.
Might be.
Always losing limbs.
Yeah.
And it's like, what?
You
why
probably have pretty bad arthritis.
You get hit really hard, and your just limbs go flying.
why is LeBron James out this week? I can't find his leg.
He left it.
His leg was something. His leg got misplaced.
He left it back in Cleveland. Damn it.
He comes walking on with someone else's leg.
Just a little bit. It's an old lady leg. It just doesn't work.
Jack Nicholson has given LeBron James his legs to use for the game.
Jack, I don't need these. Your knees suck.
Jack, this isn't helping.
He can't jump.
Really slow him down.
What a weird way that went.
Jeez. What's the other thing? You said you had a idea that you had.
Well, okay, so this was actually more so going back to our hot toppings. But would you rather go back in time 200 years or go into the future 200 years?
I think this is an easy answer.
Okay, let me see here, because I'm gonna argue with you either way.
But wait, do you come back, or you just forever go in that time
Just
period?
I mean, let's say you're spending a good period of time. What one? If you had you had to get trapped in either one.
Okay, so you go and don't return.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. I still think it's an easy
Okay.
answer. You go forward. I'll elaborate during the silence period.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
The,
this is a tough
you
one,
go
honestly.
forward because what am I going to do if I go backwards? Just try to like
The
change
smartest man alive.
Yeah.
change events. Sure,
smartest man
maybe
alive.
be the smartest man alive, but I'd rather be like in the future and see what life's like then. And life's probably pretty sweet. I
But
feel
so
like
it's
technology
basically-
really kicks ass in the future.
But think about it. So it's basically you're going back in time and you're the smartest man alive.
I don't know if you are.
Maybe.
Like if you go back in time 200 years, right? And Nate Bargatze has like a bit about this. And if you go back in time and you're like, hey, in the future, we got these things called cell phones. What's a cell phone?
They'll think.
But
Oh,
not
it's like
even
this
that.
thing. How does it work? I don't know.
But not even that.
And then you're just like, oh, okay, cool. That
but
sounds
just think
great.
about your job as a fortune teller.
Like, sure, if you remember
well, I don't think
Remember
that would
some
work
shit.
as a fortune teller.
shit. See,
Butterfly effect.
all right, but going back 200 years though, so you're talking about you're back in 1820.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
Good time.
You're gonna go back to 1820 and be like, hey, Super Bowl 54, Kansas City Chiefs,
No, just be like, hey,
and they're gonna be like, what does that even mean?
like, hey guys, let me introduce you to was it Eli Whitney and the Cotton Gin?
Yeah, and Eli would just be like, hey, cool, thanks for being a fan.
Yeah, be like, you're welcome.
He's like, I think this
I'd invest.
got some potential too.
Later on down the line, I'd be like, hey,
Yeah.
hey, Mr. Henry Ford.
Yeah.
Let me invest in your automobile process.
Here's what you do if you do that. You go, hey, Henry Ford, I know you like this 8-hour day, 5 days a week thing, but check out this 4 days a week.
2 days a week?
How do you feel about this? What if we just do 3 days a week?
One
Huh?
really long day.
Think about that, Henry Ford. Let's make that popular. None of this 5-day bullshit. Heather, what would you rather do? Forward or backwards?
I don't know. I'm leaning towards backwards, which is probably the less popular option. But I feel like if I went backwards, I would have like a pretty good idea to some extent of what that would be like.
It'd also be miserable.
Yeah.
But I think going into the future, like you really don't know what that's like. Like the world could have gone to shit.
You're the dumbest person.
You are taking
More
a
than
risk.
likely.
You are
you'd
taking
be
a risk.
very confused on what's going on.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
like going back, it's like, okay, yeah, things are different.
Who's
but
our president?
it's just
Justin
more
Bieber the
simple.
18th.
Huh?
Who's our president? Justin
In
Bieber
the
the
future,
18th.
you think
Yeah.
it's Justin Bieber the 18th.
I think 18th is enough.
That is probably that's a lot of generations.
They had kids young and then they died early.
A
I don't know.
lot of
I
kids
just
young.
feel like going back is like the safer option.
That's the safe option for sure. Because
Well,
you know what you're getting.
yeah.
But you're gonna be so miserable the whole time. You have no electricity.
Yeah.
No plumbing.
You're just working on a farm.
You're working on a farm. Your little house on the prairie and this shit.
Yeah.
You're fighting in a war. It was War of 1812. You just got out of that war. So then you're about to be in another war.
You got to think about that.
When's the Civil War? That's around 1800 time frame.
Yeah.
Are you gonna kill Lincoln?
See, but this is so you come back and you're just like, what year did that happen?
Yeah.
I think they're gonna kill Lincoln one of these years, and everyone's just like, what?
Well, every time Lincoln goes to a play, you go, hey,
They're like,
hey.
they're like, no,
Don't
dude.
do it.
They're like, no one would kill Lincoln. Come on now.
No,
and you're just like, no, I'm pretty sure. Like, don't go to that play. And they're like,
Oh, you know what
we're
I do?
fine.
But
No one
hey,
kills presidents.
Hey, Mr.
You're
Lincoln.
fine.
Mr. Lincoln, can I please be your personal bodyguard?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, I'm all right. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, hey, what's your name? John?
Yeah.
John Wilkes Booth? All right.
Yeah.
Come
Get
on,
out of
come
here. You're in security. Watch out for John Wilkes Booth.
If a guy comes in, he says he's John Wilkes Booth. Don't let him in.
Don't even think about letting him in.
You stab him in the eye.
Yeah. If he comes in here, shoot him dead.
Challenge him to a duel,
Yeah.
and then fire it at 3.
That's how you.
Exactly.
Oh, so you go back 200 years. You're living your life. You're like, I'm killing it. I'm Abe Lincoln's bodyguard.
Dude.
And he goes into the theater, and all of a sudden you're in the street with John Wilkes Booth. Like, hey, we got a duel right now. And then you lose that duel, and he just goes inside and does his business anyways.
But now I'm in the history books as the bodyguard
Maybe.
who lost.
Which here's my question. If I go back 200 years, is it in the same area? Like, am I still in Northville, the equivalent? Or
Well,
like, can I
yeah.
go to Paris? Paris in 1820.
I
would
feel
be
like
incredible.
you
I'll
go back
allow it.
and you go back 200 years, but I mean, you still have to kind of figure out you can still travel
Heather,
wherever you
in
want to go.
Paris in 1820s, I think they were still beheading people.
Yeah, that might be bad.
Not me.
You don't know.
I don't think they behead me.
Don't talk about the Queen.
See, but this is what I mean. Like, we don't know. You think you're like, oh, I go back in time and then I know shit. We don't know shit.
No, I'm not saying
don't
that I
You
know.
don't
know,
know that you'd be
everything.
beheaded.
We don't
You know
know
that they
shit.
do beheaded people. They do behead them.
At some point, somebody did.
I'm saying I just feel like I would have a better expectation of what that would look like.
You get back there and you're like, let's do satellites,
But-
and they're just like, how does that work? And you're like, I
But
don't
Heather,
know.
in the future, flying cars,
I don't know.
I don't know if flying cars are ever gonna really happen.
cyborgs.
I feel like in the future it's gonna be like Wall-E.
What if we're hanging out
Like
with
no,
aliens?
like no
Probably.
one's talking, just sitting in little chairs.
What if we're hanging out with aliens?
That'd be something. Going to the future and everyone's just in their like pods,
Yeah,
just living in
that'd be-
virtual reality.
That'd be actually
It's the
more
Matrix.
depressing. That'd be way more depressing than
Yeah.
1820.
Or
Yeah.
we're hanging out with aliens. We have a real life Space Jam. We have LeBron James the 14th playing against.
You don't know how long people live, do you? to
200
figure
years
out
are real
these.
tough to
To figure
throw
out
numbers out
That's
there.
2, maybe 3.
Okay, LeBron James the 3rd. 4th? I'll say 4th.
4th, sure.
Say
That's a
fourth.
safe,
LeBron James the 4th.
safe claim.
He's playing against Beep boop beep. I don't know what an alien name is. Schmorgan?
You think that's
Beep,
the
boop, beep.
the names of the future are beep boop beep boop?
No, it's an alien. I don't know what an alien name is. Can you give me an alien name is?
Yeah.
Maybe aliens just named their like kids Bob.
X Ash Shay 12.
Elon Musk is an alien.
Maybe they have an alien name and like an American name.
Oh, like a foreign exchange student?
Yeah.
It's a translation.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like,
So
my,
like,
name,
all
my
right.
name's
All right.
but
Well,
they
welcome.
call me Steve.
Welcome to
Yeah.
Earth. Your name is now Han.
Jimmy.
It's Ellis Island. They come through Ellis Island and they get
Yeah.
assigned a name.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Welcome to Earth. Well, let's give you a new name. Your name's Paul.
They don't know how to say that. Paul.
Yeah.
My name's Paul.
My friends call me Pog. Yeah.
We're gonna put you in the South.
Yeah. It's like, all right, that works. That works. Fill out this form. You're good. Welcome to Earth.
We have a new president who's like, build the wall to the solar system.
Yeah. Wall around the whole Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think going like 100 years in the future. That'd be better.
Wait, Sean, you didn't answer the question.
I'd go future.
Future?
Ooh.
I figured you'd do that.
I think you just risk it. You're like,
Let's
let's
risk
see.
it to get the biscuit.
Let's see how this works out.
Yeah.
Let's see how this works out.
You might just go to a desolate wasteland.
Yeah?
Who knows?
Yeah, that would suck. If that's the case, then obviously you want to go back.
Well, then you just kill yourself.
Do you? Or do you try to start a new society
By yourself?
with whatever you have? And you try to
You
make...
have nothing. You have a dog. It's I Am Legend.
I have a dog? Then I'm definitely going to the future.
If
Then
it
are
was
you kidding
I Am
me?
Legend.
Me and just
Okay,
chilling?
It's a dog, but it's like a radioactive dog.
Well, am I radioactive?
No.
So you're
So
saying
you
I
can't
can't
pet
pet
the
the dog?
You can look at it.
So I'm in hell.
yeah.
So thanks. Thanks. That sounds horrible.
Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow. Yeah, that definitely sounds terrible. But yeah, future, I think you just risk it. Go to the future.
Okay.
No.
Hey, let us know what you think. Email us at
You know the email?
apmlpod
At gmail.com.
at gmail.com. I thought it was a piece of my life.
No. Guys, you can email us at apmlpod at
I was trying to set 'em up for it,
gmail.com.
honestly.
You can find us on Facebook and Instagram. Heather, thank you for being the guest on the show this
You're
week.
welcome.
You gotta show off the blink to the
Congratulations
camera.
to you.
Oh, I don't think
Boom.
the camera can see it, but there you go.
Even with Zoom, it probably... You just... whatever.
Just trust me.
We got to get more
it looks
cameras.
nice.
We ask all our guests if there's anything you want to promote or recommend.
You know what? I hadn't really thought about it, but I do actually want to promote everybody to watch Hamilton on Disney Plus.
It's pretty solid.
I have not seen it yet.
You need to. It's
There's-
actually really good.
Dude, so did you ever watch Mindhunter on
I did.
Netflix? So the main
I
guy
did
in that
watch Mindhunter.
is the King of England.
Okay.
Dope ass voice. His songs,
Really?
solid.
Honestly, it's really catchy.
Can't stop listening to his songs.
Here's the thing about Hamilton. So I've been seeing this preview on as an advertisement on my
Why'd you say
Facebook.
that so weird?
Did I say weird?
An advertisement.
Advertisement?
Advertisement.
An ad.
Yeah.
So I've been seeing that on Facebook, and every time I scroll by, like it starts off with "My name's Alexander Hamilton,"
Yep.
and that part, and
That's a
I watch
good way to
that
get
part
you
every
sucked
time.
in.
I'm like, yeah, that's.
You gotta watch
I'm like,
it.
this song hits,
It's honestly interesting.
and then I just watch
it
that
does
first like
hit.
5 seconds.
The songs bang.
And there's a million places I don't know how it goes.
Million
things I
could-
haven't done.
Something like that, yeah.
But just you wait. Yeah.
Just you
It
Wait.
bangs. The
Yeah.
songs bang.
I watched that and then I start scrolling again. So I watched
20
like
years from
5
now,
seconds.
in the
So
clubs,
Hamilton I need to watch.
let me just playing Hamilton songs.
They might
Might throw some on at her wedding.
go back 200
Yeah.
years and be like, what's this Hamilton guy about?
He's dead.
200 years ago?
His
No, he's probably
wife,
still alive. You're
though.
right.
I don't know the
lived-
No, it was close.
His wife, she lived until she was what, like 92 or something?
Yeah, she somehow
Like
did
very
not wanna
old.
die.
Interesting.
Did not want to die.
But no, you seriously actually need to
Interesting.
watch it. It's
I do
good.
need to watch
It's a
it.
good show.
I do need to watch it. Someone with Disney Plus, hit me up.
We have Disney Plus.
Let's hang out.
We could be losing Disney Plus soon because it was
Oh,
through
is
Verizon.
it?
Yeah. Well, yeah, the,
Oh,
the
when
year
does it
free.
end?
That started in November. You got time.
Don't know
Yeah.
when I started it.
You got time. Let's hang out sometime, guys.
Watch Hamilton. Hamilton movie night.
I'll watch it again.
I'm down.
FYI, it is like 3 hours long.
Is it really?
But it's worth it.
I don't know if I have time for it then.
He's a busy guy.
Heather, thank you for being on the podcast.
He's gonna
Once
get it
again.
on vinyl.
Yeah.
That'd be like a 6-disc vinyl.
That'd be
Hamilton
hilarious.
soundtrack.
That'd be
on
so
vinyl.
long. Wow. Guys, thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you
Thanks
for
for having
watching. Heather and Sean, congratulations, guys.
Thanks.
So hyped for you. Guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We will see you next week.
Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser.
I think somebody's had too many martinis. I think somebody's had too many martinis. I think somebody's had too many martinis. I think somebody's had martinis.
Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser.
So, anyways, I grabbed some bottles, and then I'm looking at this cool hat. I'm like, you know what? That's a cool hat.